Alright, hello there guys, Bilbo10000 here, bringing you another episode of Magmammal 2, and I just logged into the game, and I got put into a cutscene straight away. Rush, Dr. Light, did something go wrong?
First of all, Mega Man, I'd like to congratulate you on 25 elements. I know it might not seem like a lot, but it's still significant. But what I came to tell you is that in the lab I've been picking up some odd signals as of late. There's been a strange increase in space debris. I couldn't tell you why, I haven't fully investigated it quite yet. I would have just liked to warn you. It might be Wily up to his old tricks.
Alright, I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Alright, just a second, space and space. Alright, so we're back with Magmammal. This is episode 12, and we need to head back to Tier 3. Because today we're going to be taking on some more lovely stages created by you guys, and it's going to be cool. Alright, we've still got 6 more energy elements and quite a few noble nickels to collect. Alright, so last time we left off we were playing that horrific Dark Souls level. Didn't check out what was over here. Oh hey Jewel Man. Hello. Jewel Man, you can shoot this jewel to make it bounce upwards. If you keep it in the air for long enough, you might be rewarded for your efforts. Oh, so it's keepy uppy, but with a diamond. Okay. Oh, and it gives you bolts. Oh, this could be a good place to farm for bolts if I ever get better at this. Which is clearly not going to happen. I'm doing pretty bad as is. Come on. Oh yeah, we got some big bolts. I'm fine with that, you know? So that's a perfect place actually to start farming up some bolts. If I can actually start farming up a few more. And maybe actually, I think I can actually afford a new upgrade from Eddie, now that I think about it. Ah, damn it. I'm actually gonna go check. Can I afford anything from Eddie? Because yeah, we can do this now. We can teleport through tiers. So let me just double check. Is there anything I can buy from you, Eddie? Welcome back, Mega Man. Buy whatever you can. Alright, we've got the Skull Amulet, the Met Helmet, the Drop Rate Upgrade, the Charged Buster Upgrade, the Uncharged Buster Upgrade. I think I'll buy... Wait, I wanted to buy it. I didn't want to... No, Eddie, I pressed the wrong button. I want to buy it. Come on, let me buy it. I'll buy you, and then I'll buy some E-Tanks. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Sounds pretty good. Alright, let's head on back over to Tier 3 then. Alright, so Tier 3. It looks like it is time for us to go to our next level. And I'm also, after this episode, I'm going to do a bit of bolt farming there at the Jewel Man so that we can start buying some more upgrades. Hey, Stone Man. People shouldn't take such, nice rock for granted. Such nice rock for granted. After all, rock is one of the most, the many marvels of the, 63rd, Peter Dunn, Combust Man. Score, 22.6, 23, 13, 29, 25, 23. I need to get into this level so I can get away from those god-awful puns. Let's go. Oh, okay. Nice and sort of red. No animated fire. Random noble nickel right there. God damn, that was pretty easy, all things considered. I thought the noble nickels were harder to find. Alright. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can try and do this without any damage. So I'm pretty sure there's actually, there are achievements you can do for no damage runs of some of these levels. Alright, oh, it's one of these. No! I hate those enemies because their hitboxes are really weird and I can never do them right. Oh, that's eye-searing. That is actually eye-searing. That is... Oh, that's a little... I see what the creator was going for, but oh god. The colors, they don't work. They're horrible. Alright, let's get the wheel cutter out. Come on. Okay. Okay, I guess we need to use the wire adapter. Fine. There we go. I just wanted to use the wheel cutter and feel cool. No. Go, my bees! Fly! Alright, there's a nice big screw there that we can go grab. There we go! Or big bolt, sorry, not screw. They're bolts. Duh. Alright, that guy can't hit me from there, but at least I can kill that guy from here. Gotcha! Didn't really want to risk it. If I'm trying to do this no damage, I can't afford to let that net hit me. Uh-oh. Oh man, I actually dodged that. I didn't think I was going to dodge any of those attacks. I'm actually doing fairly well for myself. I'm pretty proud. Goodness gracious me. Alright, I'm going to get my Hornet Chaser out for this one. Gotcha! My god, that one took a little bit too long for me. Can I charge shot that guy that's up there? I can. Ooh, no. No, I don't want to, no. I can see what it wants, but I'm not too comfortable with that. Alright, I'm gonna get my, I'm gonna get my rush jet out, maybe. See if I can just, maybe not from there, maybe from down here. Nope. Really, I need to do it from up here. Oh, I forgot that was a thing. Right. Okay, so let me get my rush jet, because I don't really want to risk jumping over those flames, because I just don't think it's gonna work out. No! Oh, are you kidding me? I've got to go back for that now. I've got to come back into the stage to re-grab that. Are you kidding me, game? God damn it. Oh, and I got hit. Okay, well, balls to the walls now, doesn't matter. I am so annoyed. We missed out on that one noble nickel there. I am genuine. And I'm dead. Well, maybe it'll respawn me back near where the noble nickel was? No, that was where the checkpoint was. Okay, that's great. That's great. Alright. Let's just get through this then. I'm guessing that was where we were going to come back up if we had come through. Alright. Whoa, vertical scrolling, hello. And we're heading down. Oh no. Yeah, I kind of screwed myself there, I'm not gonna lie. I put myself in a bit of a bad position. Although if I just stay to the right, and then I just drop and be careful, I can just do that. Boom. Alright. Hello, Combust Man. Oh, he combusted. There was no boss music. That's why I was like, okay, this is weird. There's no boss music. He just combusted. All right, let's go back and get that one noble nickel that we left in here. Take the quickest path we can. All right, we've already taken damage, so it's not like it's going to be a perfect run. Shouldn't take us too long, because we don't have to do any of the alternate paths. We just have to kind of go where we need to, so should be fine. Just keep moving. Up here. Although I still think this is probably one of the better levels to perfect run. It feels like one of those levels that, isn't too terrible. Or difficult. Unlike some levels that just feel a little bit overly difficult, you know? There we go. Alright, this is the room. This is the room, kids. Alright. This time, can we do this correctly? Because I would like to do this correctly. Uh-oh. Oh, screw it. I got it! I'm okay. I got it. That's an evil jump, and it's basically impossible, but I got it. With that, we can leave the stage. Let's go. Yep, that's 1 edge element and 5 noble nickels. And let's see what the judges had to say about Combust Man stage. Snowrun Pyro, 23 out of 50. Honestly, it's pretty forgettable for a level called Combust Man. There is a strange, complete, and utter lack of anything remotely related to fire, and the whole level is just some basic setups with Mets, new shotmen, and bounders. I was glad to see that the bounders were there because I was expecting a bunch of 5 and 6 enemies to not get used, but they weren't used like super interestingly or anything. There's a noticeable amount of challenges that seem laughably skippable, namely the new shotman right at the start and anything involving the Met cannons, and this is probably one of the few levels where I'd just outright call the level ugly. The music is great, but the tiles in the background don't loop very well, and when they get bright orange, it's really eye-searing. I did laugh at the boss though, that was pretty funny. Overall, it's pretty average. There's clearly effort put into it, it's just that it doesn't really turn out too well. Jupy Hornet, 13 out of 50. It really didn't feel like a lot of thought was put into this stage's layout. You could literally avoid a lot of the enemies without any consequence. The graphics were really hard to look at, especially in the boss room. Speaking of the boss, I shot it once with the Mega Buster and it died. The boss seemed unfinished, but maybe it was intentional because it's called Combust Man? Angel, 29 out of 50. A fun little stage, though it could have done more with what it offers. The challenge in this level is fairly simple and it doesn't ramp up with the falling section at the end, being mainly difficult due to its unpredictability. The nickel sections, while providing a nice bonus, are held back by their background palette, which often obscures enemies that are placed in these rooms. I like the way Combust Man combusts when you shoot him though, pretty funny ending. Gariri, 25 out of 50. There's honestly little appeal in this stage. It's way too easy, the level just feels empty and boring, and most of the time, the graphics are eye-searing. Eye-straining, even. That's a nice word. I like eye-straining. And nothing too impressive anyway. And while I always have to give points for having a boss, in this case it's just a still sprite that does nothing and dies in one hit. It pretty much sums up this stage. Oh, if I had to pretty much sum up this stage in one word, it'd be boring. And Ace Spark, 23 out of 50. This exists. Nice of you to make a custom tile set. It doesn't exactly look remotely in style, but that's forgivable. Less forgivable is assets that clearly should be animated that aren't. Your main issue is that the lack of anything in the stage related to the Robot Master. Props for using a minor gimmick, at least, but you haven't really done much with them, and count bombs by themselves are so generic, levels usually have to have other gimmicks around them since they're so boring. Look at any Mega Man stage that uses count bombs, such as Blizzard Man and Burst Man. They are never the only thing in the stage. There's also a few areas where you can find yourself stuck, either using weapons to get out or kill yourself. But these are limited to the noble nickels rather than the main path. As for the nickels themselves, these are quite frankly the easiest collectibles I have ever encountered. Much like the rest of the stage, little thought was put into them. As I saw the boss corridor, I was not expecting anything to be waiting for me, and was ready for no climax to the stage whatsoever. But I have to praise you for that part, that was honestly great. Shame about the rest of the level. So yeah, it was a pretty generic level, not really much was going on, the collectibles were easy, the red and orange and yellow just didn't really mix too well, especially since the enemies tended to blend in with the background. But it's not the worst level in the world, it doesn't offend anyone, and you know, I think it's in the right spot it needs to be in the competition. Alright, hey Komasu man. As an honorary member of the overused dev kit boss Royal Flush, it is a true privilege to be able to represent my homeland at this festival. Alright. Hey Hornet Man, you coming over here? Hornet Man, nothing like a stroll through a peaceful forest. Needs more bees though. Well, why don't I help you out? Okay, well thank you very much for watching this part of the video. I'm gonna take a quick refreshing break, and then when I come back, we will take on this next stage that Hornet Man seems to be hovering over. I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey guys, welcome back to Mag Mammal 2. We've come back from our break, and we're ready to continue to the next level. 60-second Liquifool, the Dampening. Score 22.8. 28, 17, 19, 25, 25. I think I know which one this is. Oh, it's this one. Oh god, okay. Firstly, a really awful remix of Bubble Man's theme. The quality is god near awful, and that's very insulting given Bubble Man is such an amazing Robot Master. So, welcome to the Dampening. This is one of the most annoying levels in the game, and it has one of the most annoying collectibles in the game. Because one of the Noble Nickels is, so annoying that, you have to get through the entire stage without dying, might I add, in order to collect one. Also, that Noble Nickel requires you to die. That one sucks as well. Effectively, this stage wouldn't be as bad as it is, except the fact that its collectibles are god near awful, negative 65 tier, if we want to call it something. Like, it's bad. It gets really bad. Also, shield attackers, underwater, because we don't always have shield attackers in Mega Man levels anyway. They're so overused. Alright, here's where it gets interesting. Slash Claw, use that. Then we need to get the Wheel Cutter, and we need to go up this wall. Drop through here. We need to grab this key, because we need to get all the way around the stage to that door over there to get that Noble Nickel without dying. And here's the problem with this stage. This stage has insta-death everywhere. Not only that, but you know, everything is dangerous. Nothing is safe. I mean, I'm already almost dead, if you couldn't already tell, so. There we go. Gonna quickly do a Slash Claw on this guy. I don't really want to risk going for the M-Tank, because really, it's just gonna hurt me in the long run, so I'm just gonna skip the M-Tank and go down here. Head up this way, it's safer. Quickly grab this energy. And then I'm gonna use an E-Tank, because there's a boss coming up, or not a boss, a mini-boss coming up, and I don't really want to die. Hey, Anglerfish. You create the shrimp, but I create your destruction. So you see, there is actually a Noble Nickel just a little ways down below the level. I don't want to get that one yet. I'm happy to come back around this level and collect that one at another point. Collecting it now would be suicide, simply because right now, I'm focused on the key. I want to do the key mission and make sure that the key gets to where it needs to be. Alright, get Rush Jet out, because I do not want to screw this one up. Drop down here. Charge the Mega Buster. Do that. Alright, we're actually getting pretty close to where everything syncs up. But the problem is there are still insta-death mines all around this place. No, 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 no! It's that damn shrimp. Yeah, I didn't want to actually come up that side. I wanted to actually get on this and go back up. We need to take out that shrimp if we can, because that shrimp is one of the most dangerous enemies in this goddamn stage. There we go. Boom! Oh my god, we did it first try. We did it first try. We did it first try. Ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. And the crowd goes, I got crushed. That's what, oh god. And the microphone fell over, but the crowd goes absolutely wild. The crowd is in shock. Absolutely shooketh. Truly, an inspirationally shocking moment. Okay, so that shrimp, once again, is the bane of my existence. I hate it. So we've got 2 more Noble Nickels, I believe we need to collect. Which we should be able to collect. There shouldn't be a problem there. It's just this segment is not fun. I was never a big fan of these segments in Splash Woman's stage in Mega Man 9. It's one of the few stages from Mega Man 9 I remember playing. And yeah, it just, no, it wasn't my thing. It wasn't my kind of gimmick. It's interesting, don't get me wrong. Floating up on the bubbles is kind of cool, but you know, It's always cooler when the design works, as opposed to when it doesn't. There we go. You gotta use the slide button to actually slide under here, by the way. You can't just slide under there using, oh, and I'm down. You can't just slide under there using the down and then the shoot button. You actually have to press the designated slide button in the game. Otherwise, you just won't slide. That's how you avoid a shrimp. There we go. And we're up here now. This is an entirely different section, because now we're going to get introduced to the final gimmick of this stage. Galaxy Man teleporters. The only difference being, this gimmick is a little bit on the crazy side. There we go. I didn't want to be down here! And hopefully we'll get spawned back up where the Galaxy Man started, yeah. Oh, I just noticed all those bolts in there, holy crap. I want them. I can't get them, no! Alright, let's actually do this bit legitimately now. Actually, how do we do this bit again? I actually can't remember. I feel like we have to go into this one. Yeah, we go into this one from that side, and that's how you get through there. Right, I remember now. Let me get that little level up there. And now, birds, because we need birds in our life. The game thought we needed birds in our life. And the frog knocked me down! Darn you, Froggo. On the plus side, though, this stage is very kind when it comes to its checkpoints. Especially when you're not going for bolts, not bolts, when you're not going for noble nickels. The stage is actually extremely kind. Okay, I was still on that platform. I was still on that platform. Please die. There we go. And there's the boss door. It's a pretty simple stage overall. However, there is a slight problem when it comes to the boss room. You see, the boss room, for whatever reason, doesn't have a boss. Instead, it has many different energy elements, but only one of them actually works. Come on. And it's this one here. None of the others are real. The other ones are all fake. But we need to go back in there to get the final noble nickel, which is down past the anglerfish boss in the dark tunnel area. So let's go back down there quickly and grab that, and then we can end the episode off by reading the judge's commentary. So it's not actually that bad of a stage if you know what you're doing, but especially when I tried this the first time on my save a while back, I distinctly remember really hating this stage. The noble nickel placement infuriated me, and while it was a nice challenge, the fact that you lose your key when you die makes it very tough when the stage's checkpoints don't allow you to go back and recollect the key. That was the major issue we had, the fact that you just couldn't go back to collect your key. Once you, let me kill you first, 1 second. Boop. There we go. Once you died, you can't go back and collect the key, which means you have to restart the entire stage, and it's brutal. It's not the most fun aspect of Mega Man in the world. Alright, let's deal with you. 10 shots, and he's done. Can you get up here so I can actually kill you? I want to kill the shrimp, but it's not really trying. Gotcha. Alright, this is where we gotta be careful now. I wonder if Flash Stopper actually, Okay, Flash Shopper does not illuminate the area. That's fake news, Billy. There we go, that's the final nickel got, and with that we can leave the stage. Alright, so what did the judges have to say about the dampening? Let's see. Snow Pyro, 28 out of 50. Some of the ideas presented here are neat. I like the singular pole egg puzzle, in the level, and the darkness rooms are kinda neat. The noble nickel in one of them was devious but fair. But there's just not much done with anything really. The level just kinda jumps all over the place with its ideas. There's pole eggs, there's like 3 dark rooms total, there's wave bubbles, there's Galaxy Man portals, it's all over the place. Lots of good ideas, but not really great execution. The level needed to pick 2 or 3 and focus on them rather than just throwing a bunch of stuff around. As a result, the level just feels like a jumble, and it still plays okay, though, and some of the setups I like. Some of the noble nickels are pretty garbage though, namely the one where you have to like drag a key around for half the level and not die. Also, cool boss. Jupy Hornet, 17 out of 50. This level has some really sloppy design, and it's way too cramped. Enemies felt like they were randomly placed around the level, the darkness gimmick was nice, but it felt out of place. I don't really know what else to say than the fact that this level was weird. Angel, 19 out of 50. This level feels sorta random. I like its general idea of sinking deep into the ocean, dodging spikes, and then coming back out for some reason. Did Mega Man forget where to go? But I think the execution on this is sorta anything to get the player there, rather than, okay, let's do something consistent. There are a lot of elements in this level that don't get to see a second use, and I wish they did, because reusing them in later segments and mixing them with what's been introduced since then would have made those more interesting. Instead, this level feels like an experiment. It has a nice aesthetic, and I like how it gets dark for a few screens, but the gameplay is something I find a bit underwhelming. Gariri, 25 out of 50. There are a lot of flaws here. Problems such as random enemy and obstacle placement exist in this level, making many sections cheap. Not to mention how some noble nickels require either high precision, prior knowledge of the stage, or death, as they could be impossible to get without dying. This stage is also fairly frustrating primarily because of those reasons, and nothing here is particularly interesting. Other than that, only one thing to mention. Was there really not any music of better quality available? Because it sounds absolutely awful. I agree, Bubbleman's theme is amazing, and there are much better rips out there than the one they used. Ace Spark, 25 out of 50. This is practically unfinished in spots. I should not be seeing bare grey tiles from the Game Maker editor, and the music choice was really dull. With that out of the way, let's get down to the real issues with the stage. This is seriously unfocused. It's like a kid with ADD. Ooh, poles. Wait, no. Galaxy Man teleporters. Wait, no. Wait. Wave Man bubbles. Except didn't they come from Splash Woman, not Wave Man? This doesn't particularly give any of the gimmicks a time to shine. Their use is just sort of middling. There is one seriously cool segment of your stage, the darkness area, and the fact that it doesn't spawn in when you enter a screen is great, allowing you to see your surroundings before partially blinding you, so at least you have a rough idea of where to look for the goodies. Unfortunately, it's only used on 3 screens. One of those is a mini-boss that doesn't take advantage of the fact. Shame, I wish the level was built around this concept. The seeming random nature of everything really lets the stage down overall. I am glad there is some sort of climax to this stage, but it probably should have involved an actual challenge since it's impossible to fail it. As it stands, it's just a time waster. I sort of agree. The level had a lot going for it that I liked and a lot that I didn't like. The noble nickel placement was garbage, chuck that away except for the one that was in the dark. The concepts, they should have stuck with just 1 or 2, they used about 3 or 4, and I feel like the Galaxy Man teleporters were a bit too random. I think the bubble concept was fleshed out enough, and I think the pole eggs were fleshed out enough, but everything else just felt a bit meh. I did like the dark screens. I thought it was really cool how you could see the screen for a second before the darkness actually overtook you, and I wish that was used a little bit more. But overall, thank you very much for watching this episode of Mag Mammal 2. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other Mag Mammal videos down in the bottom left if you're interested, or check out my Minecraft game show in the bottom right, which is the main content I create on the channel. As always, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.